Have you ever found the perfect hairstyle in Daz, but it's actually styled the wrong side? Well, with this quick hack, you'll be able to flip it in seconds and get the look that you actually want. Hi there, welcome to my channel. My name is Rocco. I hope you're doing well. Don't you just hate it when you wake up on a morning, look in the mirror and you find that your hair is parted on the wrong side, and no matter what you do, you can't find a comb or a brush, and so you've just got to deal with it. Wouldn't it be great if we could just click our fingers and have our hair magically flip around and mirror itself so that we can get our perfect look before we go out and face the day ahead? Well, in this video, that's what we're going to do. Over here in the viewport, we've got this lovely young lady all dressed up with her hair shifted over to one side, but she's looking up to it and wanting to click her fingers to change it, but she can't. Now, we should already all know how we can mirror a pose. I do have a video on that up in the top right. You'll be able to see it if you're not sure, but all we'd really need to do is come up to our model, give her a click, and then come up here to the edit menu, down to figure, and then come all the way down to symmetry. And when this little dialog box crops up, I'm not going to go into the details. Like I said, I have done a video on this before. If we click accept, she flips and mirrors herself almost immediately, but her hair remains the same side. I don't know what's happened with the fingers there. I don't think that was part of the plan, but fear not, if we just hit undo, we end up back in the original pose, and her wondering what is she to do about her hair. Now, you would think, because most hair has geometry and therefore they have a skeleton, you'd think the old symmetry trick there would work with hair, but it doesn't. It doesn't do anything, like we've just seen when we apply it to the model as a whole. So we have to find another way of doing it, and there is another way. But before I go into what this way is, I just want to give a slight caveat, a slight warning, and say that this little technique that I'm about to show you here doesn't work with every single hairpiece you'll ever try it on. My extensive scientific study, where I tried it on about 7 or 8 different types of hair, it worked on about 6 or 7 of them, maybe 6 of them. We'll go easy. So it doesn't work on every single hair, but it will work on most. Some of them might show a little bit of deformation, but on the whole, it works. So it's a technique that you can certainly use. And so what we need to do then is apply the same trick that we would use to mirror any prop that we might put in scene. So for instance, we might want to flip a left-hand drive car into a right-hand drive car. And all we need to do that is simply change the X scale, so that's the size on the X axis, into a negative value. And then the model will flip around and it will mirror perfectly. And so let's give it a go then. So we come up into the scene tab and we expand out our character model and we find the hair product. There it is, slick hair. We then come down to our parameters tab, into the transforms, and then we look for scale. The scale section, which is there. And the simple thing that we do is we come up to the X scale, we give it a click, we stick a minus sign, a negative sign in front of the 100%, and her hair will flip to the other side, as we can see over in the viewport. And that's it. That's as simple as it is to do it. Again, a little warning, it doesn't work with every hair. Maybe 6 out of 8, 8 out of 10, it'll work. But it will work on the whole. So it's certainly something you can put into your tool set, that if your hair isn't lining up correctly in the way that you want it, just flip the X scale and everything will be good. That's it. Thanks for watching. I hope you've got something out of this video and you can apply this to your own scenes and your own renders. If so, give us a like down below. I really appreciate that, as that tells YouTube that I'm a better YouTuber than what I actually am and gives me a boost in the rankings. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing and hitting the little notification bell down below. And as usual, if you've got any questions, comments, or any remarks, just drop them down in the comments below and I'll get back to you as soon as I possibly can. So thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye now.